Well, welcome to this UK drug testing presentation. We're going to demonstrate this saliva ketamine drug test. Comes in a foil wrapper. This is the foil that you get. It says ketamine 50 nanograms test. It's saliva testing. There's the CE marking and the expiry date on there currently is 2026, but those will change obviously as the stock rotates. Now the ketamine saliva sampler comes a cellophane wrapped swab on a stick with a tube for dispatching the saliva into. When it first comes, it's very rigid and firm, so this has to be placed into the mouth, and when you're about to sample your saliva for ketamine screening, ensure that the donor has not eaten or drunk anything or smoked for a minimum of 10 minutes, ideally 20 minutes. Then ask them to move the tongue all around the mouth and lick the base of the mouth up towards the base of the bottom teeth. This will create a pool of saliva into which you can hand them this sampler and ask them to saturate it with saliva. And when the swab has softened, it's very rigid when it comes out of the packet, then ask them to move the swab all around the mouth, front of the teeth, behind the teeth, bottom of the mouth, gums, cheeks and the tongue, to collect any drug residues that are still in the mouth. So I'm going to provide a sample myself on this swab, and then we'll demonstrate how to run this test cassette in just a couple of minutes time. Okay, now this swab has been completely saturated in saliva, and when you're ready to do so, you will see this pink dye changing up the central column, indicating that it's okay. Once you see that okay starting to appear, then you've got adequate saliva for the test. And when that happens, just push the test down and in and lock it, and what you'll see is it dispatches an awful lot of saliva there into the barrel of the test. Now when the saliva has been dispatched, if you then grab the barrel of the sample holder and rotate the top, you should be able to remove, there we go, just unscrew that and it unscrews, and you then have a pipette device. I'm going to put the cassette on the flat, and then by simply inverting this and gently squeezing, you can dispatch 1, 2, 3 drops of the saliva back into the sample well on the test cassette. Now the read time for this particular cassette is 10 minutes. So what I'm going to do now is leave this to run and demonstrate the product results showing at the 10-minute read time. Well, welcome back. 10 minutes have elapsed and you can see my results are showing here for the ketamine drug screen we've done on my saliva. The control line is showing nice and clearly, and we have a full and clear control and test line indicating a fully negative result. So a positive test line. It's very confusing this, isn't it? Because it's the other way around to pregnancy tests. If you've got a test line in the presence of a control line, it is a negative result, even if the test line is thinner or fainter than the control line. And you will get quite a bit of variance between the ketamine control and test lines. That's quite normal in testing. It will be affected by the constituents in the saliva, the viscosity, the pH, acidity, etc. So do not concern yourself with the colour density, saturation or thickness of the test line. If it's there at 10 minutes with a control line, it is a fully negative result. If the control and test line develop much quicker than 10 minutes, then that's not going to change, and you can interpret that as a fully negative result. But if the control line is showing and no test line has formed, you must wait for the full 10 minutes from having added the saliva to the test cassette before interpreting your result. So there you are, how to do a saliva ketamine drug test using the new saliva sample kits that we have available on the UK drug testing website. Thanks for watching.